Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Stankovich, and this week I want to talk about a great teachable moment in sports. Sometimes teachable moments in sports come about through unsportsmanlike or other ugly incidents, and we actually had one of those this week. If you happen to notice, the Los Angeles Lakers' Ron Artest, also known as Meta World Peace, gave an elbow to the back of the head of James Harden in a basketball game. By now you probably have seen the video. It's very ugly. But it is also a great opportunity, I think, for coaches and parents to talk about some of the things that sometimes happen in sports when sports become very emotional. What do you do with that emotion? How do you channel it in positive and facilitative ways rather than negative and destructive ways, as was the case with the Ron Artest elbow? And you know, what I wrote about, I think, can be of great value to parents and coaches when they watch their kid or other kids on the team in a game kind of lose their cool. What you can do is you can actually talk about these events and help kids understand that the sport experience is an emotional experience. We know that. In fact, I wrote in the blog that if you are old enough to remember ABC Wide World of Sports from the 1970s, the introduction to that program talked about going from the thrill of victory to the agony of defeat. So we know sports are very emotional. But here's the interesting thing. That energy that athletes get while competing in sports can be channeled or directed in whatever way they choose that they want to direct their energy. So, you know, for example, if you look back at the Ron Artest incident this week, the elbow came just after the Lakers scored. In the moments before he threw the elbow, he was very excited. You can see it in his face. But instead of giving a fist pump to the crowd or some other positive emotional display, he instead let his negative energy get the best of him, and obviously it resulted in giving James Harden a concussion. Now, the incidents that you work with your kid may not be that dramatic in nature. You might see a kid swear after a play or push an opponent after the whistle blows. You may actually see something that leads to a fight. In any of these examples, I think you can work with your child or, talk with the kids on the team if you're a coach about how in that very moment, it's okay to be emotional and to have energy, but how you channel that emotion and that energy is really what makes all the difference. And so think about that. After an emotional play, a high five might be a better way to go than pushing the opponent because you're all worked up in that moment. And again, it takes a little bit of practice, but these are skills that absolutely can be learned by young kids, and that will lead to better mental toughness, which will also lead to confidence and motivation and focus, all these good things that lead to better overall athletic success and life success. Let's not stop there. Make sure that you're very direct and overt when talking to kids about these being the same skills that will help them not only in their sport but in everything they do in life.